first off, I'm reading the script, and my husband is there, and he said, well, so what are you reading? Star Trek. He's like, Star Trek? I'm playing the chancellor of a school. And he said, Starfleet Academy? And I said, yeah. And then we're going on. I said, wow, you know, somebody called me captain. And he said, you're the captain? And so then I was like, wow, maybe I should do this.
Well, thanks for joining us. Alex, you've been at the helm of Star Trek for many years now, but Robert's been around even longer. Do you get advice from this guy? Do you pick his brain?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's like, what a treasure trove of amazing people to be able to talk to about, you know, we stand on their shoulders, right? So the first thing that we did with Bob was ask him when we first started talking, what did you feel about the Doctor and where do you imagine him going? So yeah, we want to know everything Bob has to say.
So Noga, you know, you found all this great young talent, paired them with Holly.
Yeah.
What is that, you know, having somebody like Holly kind of taking, you know, being in charge of the school, what does that do to kind of anchor the show, would you say?
Oh man, I mean, well, when we were writing the character initially, we Alex Kurtzman and I said to each other, okay, just imagine it's Holly Hunter playing the role. Imagine. And that's how we wrote it. And then we asked Holly Hunter if she would like to play the role, and I can't believe she said yes. I still wake up every day and I'm like, Holly Hunter said yes. Wow. But you know what's so cool about it is the captain that Holly plays is a captain unlike any I've seen in Star Trek before, because not only does she have to be the captain of a starship and a group of people, but she also has to be the chancellor of a school. So she has to have a unique energy and a unique ability to connect with the cast and the kids. They're not kids, they're young adults, but the cadets. And it's really interesting how life reflects the art and art reflects the life.
For Holly, you know, was it an easy yes for you? How did you decide to take over this school, you know?
Yeah, it was easy. I mean, and that's one of the great fortunate experiences to be unequivocal. It's like, oh yeah, I'll do this. That's more of a rarity, because generally it's like I was like, well, this is, but this was, first off, I'm reading the script, and my husband is there, and he said, well, so what are you reading? Star Trek. He's like, Star Trek. and I said, hey, you know, I'm playing the chancellor of a school. And he said, Starfleet Academy? And I said, yeah. And then we're going on. I said, wow, you know, somebody called me captain. And he said, you're the captain? And so then I was like, wow, maybe I should do this.
And for the younger folks, Carice and George, you know, you're stepping into this world. Do you remember much about the first day on set when you're stepping onto these beautiful sets?
I cry a lot in general. We're actually in therapy for that. But I shed so many tears when I first walked onto that set. The scale of everything, you automatically feel like you're a part of something bigger. And that's what I felt when I walked in. I was like, I feel like I'm a part of a dream. Someone's dream, my dream for sure. But like, this is like, that's what Star Trek is though. It's like, it's hope and it's a dream. It's an attainable dream. That's what it felt like.
The set is such a massive part of the storytelling. And as soon as you see it, you hear the war trumpets. Like, you know you're going somewhere, and something is a big, big story. And I think something that our show does so well is it works with the intimate, but also it focuses on the intimate to allow the scale to be like relatable, right? And the set is one of those huge scale things that we have these. It was the biggest set in North America at the time. And the fact that we had that huge scale, but we had really like intimate scenes within that scale, it was an exciting thing to play. Yeah.
And I remember clearly walking onto the Voyager sets more than 30 years ago, and how impressed I was with how real this vision of the future seemed when we were on them. But the scale of the sets of Starfleet Academy are something I never imagined. As George said, we're on the biggest soundstage in all of North America, which means any Hollywood soundstage is not as big as the one as our main set is on, and it's the largest set ever built for Star Trek. So the scale of it is it's both a little intimidating but very inspiring, and really makes you feel that we're doing something that is based on a great tradition, but we're carrying it further and farther than it's ever gone.
And for the younger cast, how much work, when you walk onto set, does the set accomplish some of the job for you? I mean, imagine that's helpful.
Yeah.
Were you
100%.
It was also really cool because we kind of got to see it come together in stages. Like when we all first arrived in Toronto, it was still wood and all of the lighting wasn't there yet. And so then finally seeing it all come together and have all of the stages be so massive and so detailed it made all of our jobs a billion times easier, because it's kind of hard to pretend to be in space if you've never been in space. But to have these amazing sets, it was like, oh yeah, we're here, we're in space, we're on a ship. Easy.
I keep saying this, but it's the biggest set in North America. It's huge. So like there's classrooms and like multiple levels and nooks, and like there's just cafeterias, hallways, dorm rooms. Like it's real. We're really in school. Like it's its own character, honestly. Yeah.
Well, Alex, if you wouldn't mind picking one question from Crypto,
Sure.
and then we'll see if you all could answer it. Yeah.
What's the best cosplay you've seen at Comic-Con this year?
I saw a really good Gamora that
Yes, Thanos Gamora.
that
Oh my
our
goodness.
castmates into us. Man, Gamora, a lot of Tron people are like coming out the wazoo and looking amazing. I've seen some Starfleet cosplays too that I'm like, I don't know how you got that. It almost feels a bit illegal for you to have that. But yeah, Gamora and Tron for sure have been the best I've seen. I saw a really good Orion too. Oh my gosh. I don't know how they get their hair that color.
Yeah. I also see incredible cosplay and not always sure what it is.
Finally, we asked the other group this too. Fun question. Best cosplay you've seen so far? I know you haven't gotten to see much, but you guys have been here a little.
No, I've been in the streets. I've been outside, yo. There is it's so hard. It's like asking my favorite sibling, like how do you choose? They're all so good. I saw Gamora walking around in real life. She was awesome. I saw a zombie Captain America that was out of this world. It's probably a tie between those two. Yeah.
Have you seen any Klingons?
I did see a Klingon walking by me, but I couldn't say anything because they didn't announce it yet. So I was just kind of like, "What's up, bro?" Like,
You had to hold it in.
I had to hold it in. I was like, "Oh."
Was there anything you took away from getting to be a cadet, and step into this world?
Yeah, I mean, it's changed everything about my life. I am a single child with a single mom, and she, worked full time, and I'm just one of those kids who had a dream, and this is my first job in front of the camera. So it has flipped my life around in every way that you can imagine. I'm in that place where I'm soaking it in. Yeah.